Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. As most of you are aware, my tournament season has kicked off, and some of you are extremely observant because you've noticed that I do not have the Dirty Jigs logo representation on the boat, on the truck, on my jersey, on things like the ending clip or photo in my YouTube videos. And the unfortunate reality is I'm just no longer with them. Dirty Jigs was purchased by Nichols Lures back in October of 2022. And because of that, there were some changes. Anytime in the business world when two companies merge, generally there's some cost savings cuts. There's synergies between the two companies. And if you don't fall in line with that, you can be on the chopping block. And I apparently was on the chopping block with respect to that. And it's part of the business. Unfortunately, I've lost my longest running sponsor. And, we've had pretty good time together. I really love the jigs that they make. The guppy head has my name on it or had my name on it. So I was really lucky to be involved with that because I believe that was their number one selling product. And ultimately, what it comes down to is I'm just no longer with them at this point. It's part of the business. It's an unfortunate part of the fishing world. Uh, but what it does is it gives me the opportunity to kind of explore some different baits. And that's why I'm doing this video. I want to know from you guys, what are some jigs that you would like me to try? From my standpoint, the jigs they make are great. I'm still going to use a bunch of them. The Luke Clausen compact pitch and jig, my buddy Luke helped design that. It's one of my favorite jigs. I don't see replacing that in the meantime. But what I can say is I haven't been experimenting with jigs that are out there on the market, and I'm sure there are some very good ones that I should probably be trying. You guys know for the most part, the only non-dirty jigs jig that I really have liked over the years is the Kitech tungsten casting jig. That's been one of my favorites, but I know there's some out there that are good. I've got a lot of my buddies who both fish the MLF Invitationals as well as the Bassmaster Elite Series, and they keep telling me I got to try the Denny Brower Baby Structure Jig and the Structure Jig by Strike King. That is a jig that I've never made a cast with. I finally got a couple in the mail. It's got a unique style head to it. So if that's something that you guys have used, let me know what your thoughts are in that. But I've got a lot of guys that really love that jig. Another one that I'll probably start picking up more too is another Strike King, the Bitsy Flip jig. This was kind of like the first jig that really uh kind of got me to fall in love with jigs. On the Fox Channel Lakes, I used to throw an electric blue one with a Zoom Super Chunk Junior in electric blue and catch a pile of fish on that. And it's something that I've really moved away from since I've been with Dirty Jigs. There was just I didn't necessarily have a need to do it. My deal with Dirty Jigs was an exclusive jig deal, so I felt very very confident and comfortable using the Dirty Jigs products. But now I've got an opportunity to start reaching out and experimenting with other jigs that are out there and to kind of see what's available that I've maybe been missing out on since I've been with Dirty Jigs. So you guys out there, I want to know from you, what are your favorite jigs? Throw it in the comments section. Are they custom made little jigs? Are they jigs by some larger companies like Strike King? Berkeley's come out with new ones that I'm going to be definitely trying. They've got the power bait infused scent in the skirt. They've got a lot of great designs. I gotta say, those are going to be ones that I'm for sure going to be trying to work into my arsenal as well. So I'm really curious from you guys out there. I feel it's such a weird feeling because, part of me feels like I've missed so much, but the other part of me knows that using the jigs that I have been using, they were top notch anyways as well. So from that standpoint, I got the opportunity right now to use and experiment with tons of different jigs that are on the market. So I want to know from you guys. And ultimately, I may just go back to making a lot of my own jigs. I've got the do it molds for pretty much every jig style you can imagine. Before I was with Dirty Jigs, I poured all my own jigs. I poured my swim jigs, I poured football jigs, I poured flipping jigs. You name it, I pretty much used to build it. So maybe ultimately that's what I go back to. I can tell you right now, I don't have um, a ton of time just to sit down and start pouring a bunch of stuff. That's generally something I do more during the winter months. And right now we've got the tournament season that started up. So I'm going to experiment with jigs that are out there. And I'm calling on you guys to share what are some of your favorite jigs in the comment section so that I can learn from you. Maybe some other viewers can learn from you as well. And I'll be really curious to see what jigs pop up the most because, I know there's some that I'm hearing a lot about, but I bet you there's some that I haven't heard of even at all before, and I will check them all out. So put it in the comment section. Anyways, guys, thank you for your support. Very much appreciate it. Stay tuned. We'll have a new tip video coming tomorrow for you.